What's up? What
So,
happened?
in follow up to what we had discussed last Monday prior to my conversation with my hiring manager, Tuesday morning. So, Monday night, got super clear on my intention around my career things that, if you remember, that I was worried about with there being responsibility that I didn't want to be something that I'd have to take on where some
Right.
minutia I was worried that could take over everything. So I went into the conversation just feeling super clear about what I wanted, having my boundaries of to what I would accept and not. And everything went very well and got into it very directly instead of just kind of dancing around the subject or being like, oh, I'm interested, but, and like being really wishy washy. I'm like, this checks all my boxes except this one thing. This is the
Mhm.
only thing that I'm worried about. If you can reassure me about this, I'll commit to this new role. And then he went into very specific details about this team that's being built out to carry all of those secondary responsibilities away. And none of that will be my responsibility. It's all going to be strategic development and everything I was looking for. So I just wanted to give I guess, a testimonial about how being very clear in my intention, being very focused, and being open for anything to happen. If he would have said, "Oh no, you're going to be stuck doing all this stuff you don't want to do," I was ready to say, "Cool. Well, I appreciate the offer, and good luck in finding somebody else. I'm just happy where I am right now."
Mhm.
So it was good to go into the situation being very clear about what I did and did not want to attract, and then being able to verbalize that because I knew that choices abound, and to take full advantage of the choices that are offered to me and make sure that they're the right ones. So feel really good. And actually, today was my first official day, but it doesn't get announced until Friday. So
Oh, wow. So you have a new job
I have a new job.
that checks all your boxes.
It does.
That's really great. First of all, thanks for coming on and sharing that with us. It's just fantastic. And before I let you go, because I know you want to be a voyeur tonight, um, just and I appreciate the testimony. I mean, it's really you're doing exactly what we talk about doing, and it's one
Mm-hmm.
thing to talk about it, and spiritual workout is all about nitty gritty everyday life. So it's really, really great to see anyone from our community here doing exactly that. What do you think would have been different if we hadn't talked about it and you just kind of went and did it the way you've done it in the past?
I feel that if he would have said, "Oh, well, there's going to be some of the things you don't want to do, and that may be 50% of the job," I would have been worried that I would have had that it's like this or there's nothing else in my future. But
Mm,
really being able to understand that there's unlimited choices and possibilities, and by saying no to one doesn't mean that I'm never going to have another job offer or I'm never going to be able to find a role or career change that
mhm.
checks all my boxes.
Yeah.
So I think I would have been less affirmative and more susceptible to just feeling like I need to you're giving me an offer, so I need to say yes, feeling
Mm,
obligated to do
right.
that. And I felt no obligation at all. The only obligation I felt was being true to myself, being true to what my desires were,
Hmm.
and really making sure that that was my focus and not, oh, well, I interviewed and they put in the extra time to now they gave me an offer. And, if I say no, what is it going to do to my career? Like those things probably would have been creeping into my thoughts as I was going through it. But
Yeah.
none of that did. It wasn't even in my mind as I was thinking about it. It was like, these are the things I want. If you can give them to me, cool. If
Hmm.
not, I appreciate this opportunity. And, if there's a need in the future, let me know. But I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Fantastic. All right. I have to ask you one more question.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite question. How did it feel when you were in the room having that conversation?
I felt empowered. I felt like I was in control of, it was like in control of my destiny. I felt excited because it was a new opportunity, but also if it didn't work out for whatever way, that I was going to be completely fine. So, I mean, I felt extremely brave, courageous, very happy with knowing kind of my self worth going into a conversation and
Hmm.
knowing that I'm not going to accept things that aren't 100% what I want. So, like a lot, and then afterwards, after it was confirming that, I just felt like great that like watching something that I want just come to fruition by intending it to happen and being open for it.
You've rendered me speechless. I got nothing else.
So I will provide another small testimonial. You know, like a month ago, we were talking about communication intention.
Hmm.
And I can say that through some of the things that we worked through, and then Christina and I have been doing a couple like journaling exercises and communicating together,
Hmm.
that it's been like a 20-fold improvement in open conversation, in really focusing on hearing each other and getting agreement. We've had a couple instances, I mean, even one yesterday, where if we were a few weeks ago, it probably would have turned into an argument, but it was just like, hey, I want to share this with you, then creating the space and sharing something that I don't think either of us would have been really really open to have just a dialogue about, that it would have been like, oh, I can't believe you said that. But we're being very caring, nurturing with each other. And so a lot of positive things happening there too. So,
Well, fantastic. All I can say is thank you. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing all that. And really, it's thank you.
well, thank you also, because this has definitely been a significant help in getting more intentional living, more conscious, more focused on the 15 principles and trying to pull those into living. So I
Mhm.
appreciate being a part of the community and jumping on here and learning from dialogue with you, and also hearing from other people's perspectives. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And one last thing, then, I keep saying that. How long have you been here in Spiritual Workout, kind of doing this with some effort?
Maybe like since I got back from so probably the end of July. So August, September, October, 3 months
Okay.
maybe.
3 months. All right. It's good to know.
So it's been great, really eye opening, and it's just it's very comforting to feel not really in control, but if you're putting clear about your intentions, putting it out there, and seeing what seeing what the universe has to offer you, what happens.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Nick.